welcome or welcome back. My name is Joanne, and today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel, which is called Makeup Playtime, where I just play with the makeup that I want to play with. It's basically just to get ready with me. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking about things I don't know beforehand, just whatever I talk about that day. So I hope you enjoy. Probably going to be very rambly, but I'm going to go clip my hair back and come at you with the get ready with me. So I'm going to start with primer, and I'm going to be using my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. This is in my Dick of Panning. If it is up, I will have it linked down in the description box. But I really don't have much of this left. It's just product around the sides. So I kind of just focus this on my T-zone where I have the most pores. Honestly, I don't see much of a difference using this. I prefer a primer that's more of a mattifying primer just because I have such oily skin, especially during the summer, which it is summer now. Not for long. I'm excited for the fall. For sure. Definitely cider, donuts, all the vibes. And I'm sorry if you can hear any noise in the background. I do live at home with my parents, so yeah, that's just kind of how it is. I would like to move out soon, but I mean, I got other things I need to pay for right now. And then I always forget this step, and that's a color corrector. I've been using this Huda Beauty Full Filter Corrector in the shade Cherry Blossom. I got this during the Sephora VIB sale, and I did do a video about everything I got. And yeah, I enjoy this. I just don't find myself really needing much of a color corrector. So like, yeah, I have like a little bit of like dark circles under my eyes, but normally a concealer will just sort that out. And then I have this BK Angie Hahn Flashy A506, which is like a kitten paw concealer brush I like to use with this. It's just such a creamy formula, and it blends so nicely. I do also have Peach Pie, which I don't know, I could use. So I feel like peaches matches my skin tone a lot better just because it's warmer. So yes, it's been a while since I've posted. Honestly, I just haven't been motivated. Oh, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop in the shade number 8. Yeah, I just haven't been really motivated to post or anything. I just haven't been wanting to. Past few days have been kind of rough, but here we are doing this. Like, I just feel the motivation again, and yeah, I love talking about makeup. I love doing my makeup. It's just fun. And then I'm just gonna take this sponge that I got off of Shop Miss A. A very inexpensive sponge. Another thing I wanted to talk about, the new Naked palette. Well, not new, but like the re-released Naked palette. That's been getting a ton of buzz. I mean, that was such a beloved palette back in the day. I never owned it. I did think about buying it at the time, and I'm not gonna lie, it has me a little tempted, but I'm like, at the same time, I want to focus more on the makeup I do have, and I have plenty of neutrals that I love, you know, and I just feel like the shimmers in that palette just won't live up to my taste, because I love my indies. I love the sparkles. I love all of it. I don't know, I might try it out. We'll have to see. Yeah, I should say I don't love this. I mean, I like the light to medium coverage, and I think the shade's pretty decent on me. I don't know. It's just not a favorite. I think I would prefer like a little more coverage, which I could build it up, you know? I just don't. So next, I'm going to go in with my Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Happy Soul. I would like to use this up. Maybe this year, maybe not. I don't know. But I would just like to use this up. I'm not a big fan of cream products just because I feel like it's not really necessary. I do have oily skin, so my skin loves to eat up all the cream products. And then I'm using this Kaleidos brush that I got for free with a purchase. And yeah, because I set my whole face with powder. So I'm literally going to be going over this with powder and also a powder bronzer. And most people do that. Like, most people put on a cream and then top it off with a powder bronzer. And I'm like, that's just an extra step. That is unnecessary for you to do. Like, a powder bronzer looks nice. If it's a good powder bronzer, you know, it's gonna look nice. But, I mean, you do you. If you love cream products, I love that for you. It's just not my vibe. It's just not my vibe. So I'd like to use this up. I do like the formula of this. It's very easy to blend out. I mean, as you can see. And, yeah. Just not a huge fan of cream products. Just my taste. And then next I go in with concealer, and I'm going to go in with this Milk Makeup Future Fluid All Over Cream Concealer in the shade 9N. This is the concealer I'm currently trying to use up. I don't have that many concealers. I only have this and another one. My base products are pretty good, like inventory wise. I don't have too much. This one's very thick, so you don't need a lot. But yeah, like, at least foundations and concealers, I'm pretty happy with how many I have. I mean, I don't think I need that many in my collection at once. And then powders, I do have quite a bit. What was I even talking about? The Naked palette. Oh my god. I am a little tempted by it. But like I was saying, I do have lots of neutrals that I love. I have both of the Makeup by Mario matte palettes. I have the Etherealize. I have Glaminatrix Nearly Natural. I have Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels. I just have lots. And I don't need another neutral palette. Like, that I don't think I'm gonna like. So that's that. I'm probably not gonna get that unless if I see it in store and I'm like, actually, maybe. And then for my powders for my under eyes, I use the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I'm sorry if I completely butchered that, but this is in the shade 3 Voile Rosé. Yeah, this is really nice under the eyes. It really mattifies and like blurs. And I just don't like it all over my face because I prefer a mattifying powder all over my face. Who would have thought? So I just go in with it on this puff, and I just go in under my eyes first. I like to tap out my concealer just to make sure there are no creases, everything's blended out, and then I just go in. It doesn't like brighten all that much, but it does like blur, smooth, all the things without being too heavy, dry, cakey. It's just a nice powder for under the eyes because my under eyes are pretty thin and like sensitive. So even though I like a heavier powder on the rest of my face, I prefer a lighter powder under my eyes. And this is just perfect for that. And I think during the next Sephora sale, I might get like the big size of this, or maybe I'll just get another mini. So I'm pretty sure I got this during the last Sephora sale, and I still have quite a bit, but also I don't do my makeup every day. So probably a mini is enough. I mean, do I need another one anytime soon? Probably not. Maybe I'll just wait until I use this up. That's what I'm trying to do with my collection. Just use things up and then buy things as needed. But it's just, I don't know, it's just the consumer mentality that's going around, you know? It's like, you gotta buy all of it. No, you don't. No, you really don't. And then I'm going in with this Kimchi Chic powder in the shade Translucent. And then I'm going to take it on the same puff and I'm going to set my whole face. Could I probably just use this under my eyes too? Probably. I don't know. The last time I used it under my eyes, it just looked a little too much. So I might try that again just to see how it does. And I do use a lot of powder. Next is bronzer. So I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible bronzer in the shade Medium. That's also in my Deck of Panning Project Pan. I forgot to put my cream bronzer on my nose. That's okay. Oops. Sorry. Normally I take my cream bronzer and like just put it on the sides of my nose and the tip before I powder, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go in with this bronzer. And this is a nice bronzer. I only have 4 bronzers in my... No, that's a lie. I have 5 bronzers in my collection, including ones that are in face palettes. So I only have 3 single bronzers. And out of the 3 single bronzers, I would want to use this one up. Actually, out of my 5 bronzers, I would keep 3 of them. Well, I would keep 2 of them for sure. And then I would get a different shade of another one. So the Gucci bronzer that I got during the Sephora sale, I love it. I think it's really nice. I would just get a shade lighter. We've gone a little too deep with that one. And I did end up getting the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Oh my god. It's literally humongous. It's so nice though. It's like the perfect shade. I got the shade Medium. It's like the perfect shade, very like neutral type of shade, but it's very pretty. And yeah, that one's gonna last a long time. And then I have my Hourglass palette. I don't even know why I'm talking about what bronzers I have. And then I just take a little bit, tap it off, and then I just squish my brush, put it on my nose. And then for my blush, I'm going in with the House Labs Color Fuse blush in the shade Dragon Fruit Days. Again, this is in my Deck of Panning Project Pan. It's in for 5 uses. So I just have a couple uses left. And then the next update is actually coming up pretty soon after I upload that update. But I'm just gonna go in to it. And these like bright, like blue toned pink blushes pull kind of warm on me just because I have such a warm undertone, because I am going in with a warm toned palette. I'm not one that really like cares about necessarily completely matching my blush to my palette. I just wear what I want to wear. Like, this is such a cute color. I'm so glad I pulled this in because it's barely gotten used. Because I normally go for like a coral type of blush shade. I mean, it makes sense. But this one's very cute. Just gonna add a little bit more on this side. I just put my blush like all over. I love being blushed. Okay, on camera it looks a little intense, but like in person it looks nice. I can never tell with like a small mirror like this, but let's just look. Yeah, it's so cute. And then I'm gonna go with highlighter. So I'm gonna be layering a couple highlighters. So I have this Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in the shade Peach Glow, which again is in my Deck of Panning Project Pan for 5 uses. And I did just recently get this. I don't love it. I don't love a more subtle highlight. I mean, if you do, this is so pretty. Like, oh my god, I would definitely recommend waiting for like the Sephora sale or like an Ulta coupon to get this, but it is pretty if you like that natural, subtle type of highlighter. I mean, it's very pretty. But just for me, I like a little bit more of a wabam type of highlighter. You know, a little more intense. Something you can see from space. So I will be layering something on top of this one, just putting a little bit on the tip of my nose. It's so cute. I do really like it for the tip of my nose because I don't like it to be super intense, but I like there to be something. And then the highlighter I'm going to be topping it with is the Rare Beauty Exhilarate Highlight, which I will be starting a rolling project pan, and you might see this in there. But look at that. Oh my god. It's so pretty. Like, it's so intense and so pretty. The only thing about these is, like, I would not travel with them because I have this one and Memorize and Mesmerize, which is the pinky toned one, and they're just so fragile. Like, a lot of people have gotten them broken in the mail, and I'm like trying to protect them with all my might. But that will be going in a rolling project pan that'll be coming up. I think I'm gonna be filming it today just because why not have it done for the next week, because I have this coming week's videos filmed, so the videos you would have already seen. Yeah. That's what's going on. And then now is when I go in with my setting spray, and I'm currently trying to use up the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I like it. It just leaves me a little dewy, which I don't like. So I might go back to my Urban Decay All-Nighter. I do have the one size, which I think is really nice because it keeps me matte. But I don't know if I would want to use that one all the time because it literally smells like hairspray. I'm gonna let that dry. I cannot get over that highlighter. Are you kidding me? It's so pretty. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna do my brows off camera. I will let you know what I am using. I'm using the Lawless Shape Up Soft Fill Brow Pencil in the shade Cacao, and I don't love this. This is a little too creamy for my liking. I prefer a little drier of a brow pencil formula. So I'm currently just trying to use this up. This is my only brow pencil I have. I mean, this is all I have left in this. So I'm going to be using this to fill in my brows, and then I'm going to be going over it with the ABH Brow Freeze Gel, which I've been enjoying. But I do still want to try the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter because that one's like everyone's holy grail, I swear. That's my brow routine. I'm going to go do it off camera, and I will come back for my eyeshadow, which is very exciting. So I have my brows done. I know they don't look the same at all, but that's fine. That's how it always ends up happening. And they look a little intense. I promise they look fine in person. I mean, they do look very different because this one's a little more droopy. But I also did already put my eye primer on, and I used my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. It's been my go-to eyeshadow primer. Keeps all of my eyeshadow on, doesn't crease, very nice. You probably already saw on the thumbnail which eyeshadow palette I'm using, but I'm going to be using the Gourmand Girls Haunted palette, which is, again, in my deck of panning project. I did reboot my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan, and all those palettes are in there. But I just thought I wanted to use this one. So I'm going to probably go in with So Haunted. It's like this mustardy yellow shade, and the shade Horrify, which is just like this nice grungy green. And maybe I'll go in with Troubled, which is the black. And I think for the shimmers, I'm going to go in with Eerie and Unearthly, so the two greens. So I love Gourmand Girls. Their formula is so nice to work with. They're just easy to blend, they're easy to build, just all the things. Actually, let me bring you a little closer so you can see my eyeshadow a little bit better. I think that's good. But like I was saying, the Gourmand Girls formula is very nice to work with. They're very pigmented, as you can see with that yellow. They're very easy to blend out. And I've gone in with a little too much. That's okay. They're just a very nice formula to work with. The thing about this palette, I love a grungy fall tone palette, which is what this is. But the shimmers, I find, don't match that. They're a little like brighter. They're just a little I wish they were a little darker, a little more grungy, just matching those kinds of vibes more, you know? So I do love this palette. Again, I love Gourmand Girls. I have this Nightshade and Spooked. I do not have any of their newer palettes, but I've been trying to not buy palettes, which I think I bought 4 this year. It's just, like, I love these tones. I will probably never get rid of this palette. You know, I did declutter it, but bring it back into my collection. I think the thing for me is that the shimmers just don't match the mattes. It's like, come on, give me those grungy shades. That looks pretty nice. Oh, and this was a Bling Brushes E52. I love these brushes. They're so sparkly. And then to go on with the green shade, I'm going to use another Bling brush. Another Bling Brushes. This is the E53, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of it. I kind of forgot how pigmented these shades are, but I'm just gonna take it on the outer corner into the crease, and hopefully these blend together nicely. Like, that green is so pretty. I love that kind of green. That is really pretty. So there are a couple other palettes that have caught my eye. I mean, the Urban Decay Naked palette. I feel like everyone's talking about that right now. But I have been wanting the Depth Cosmetics Flying Fiddles palette. Like, that came out a few months ago at this point. But I'm just like, ugh, I love Adept. I love that color story. It looks so pretty. I want it. And then I also want the newer Blind Bunny palette too. There hasn't really been another one that's like really caught my eye until now. Just with like the muted, like cool toned greens and blues. I love it. I'm just taking the brush before with no additional product and just blending out those edges. I don't love yellow on myself. I do have like a golden undertone. I just don't love it. So now I'm gonna go in with Eerie, which is the darker green shimmer, and I'm just gonna take it kind of like here, like kind of the middle of my eyelid. Just blending it into the darker green on the outside. I did say I wanted to go in with the black. I'll see if I do that. That's a pretty color though. Wow, okay. Would not have liked that if I did not use this. Because like in the palette, I feel like it looks kind of bland. But on the eye, it's very pretty. I know it looks a little crazy right now, okay? Just trust the process. I am gonna go in with a little bit of the black. And I'm gonna use this Blend Bunny B1 brush. Just going with like a tiny bit. Tap off all the excess. And then just kind of stamp it. And yeah, look at that. I barely went in with anything. Just try to blend that in. Oh, that is a pigmented shade. Okay. I think that kind of took over the green. Oh boy. Okay, just a little bit. That is so pigmented. Oh my god. I'm gonna go in with that brush that I used with the green and just blending that black out with no additional product. My stomach keeps making so much noise. Like, how rude. Wow, okay. I'm just gonna take that brush from that first brush that I ever used. No additional product, again, just blending everything. I think that's good. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that Eerie shade on my lids. I think I lost it a little. It almost has like a blueness to it. Cute. And then I'm gonna take the shade Unearthly, which is this lime green shimmer, which just looks divine. I love that. That's so pretty. I'm just taking that in my inner part of the lid and just meshing it into that Eerie shade. This one's definitely like a thinner, silkier formula, and it's more sparkly. Oh, that kind of got a little overboard. That's okay. Just gonna do the same thing on this eye. Like, look how cute that is. Oh, I love it. And I'm gonna take that first crease brush and just blend out this inner corner that I got a little too much shimmer. And just blending out this eye too. I went a little overboard. I think I need a little bit more, like right here. And then my lower lash line. Oh my god, these cicadas. I mean, apparently this is the summer of the cicadas for Michigan. So, I'm sorry if you hear them. I'm gonna go with the shade Horrify on the outer third to half of my lower lash line. And I'm gonna blend that out with So Haunted. Just a little bit. Now that I remember how pigmented these shades are. Now I'm just gonna do it on the other eye as well. Now I'm going into So Haunted. And then for my inner corner, I think, where is it? It's not even in here. For my inner corner, I'm gonna go in to my Cindy Grace Tiny Marbles palette. This was my Project Level Up palette. I don't know if I'm gonna bring that project back. I haven't decided yet. But I'm gonna take the shade Web right here, the one that I was working on. I'm just gonna use that as an inner corner. Such a pretty inner corner. Like, oh my god. It's so intense. I love it. These cicadas are literally going wild. I don't think I want to do a liner since my eyeshadow got so dark. But like this side I think needs a little bit more blendy blend. Also, this eye was watering. So can't fault it too much. Like this eye looks so nice. And there's this eye that's like, I'm the problem child. You are the problem child. I'm gonna put on a waterliner. I'll decide what to do, come back and tell you what I did. And I'll do my mascara off camera and I will come back for lips. So I thought I would share with you what I've used. So my waterline, I decided to go in with this ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Punch. It matches my lower lash line perfectly. And then for my mascara, I'm using the Benefit Fan Fest, which is my favorite mascara I've ever used. It gives nice curl, length, definition, gives a little volume. Very nice. For my lips, I'm going to go in with this Melt Perfectionist lip pencil in the shade Cashmere, which is like a warm brown. And this will also be in my Rolling Project pan. It's just a nice nude warm brown. And I like to blend it in a little to my lips. And then I'm going to go in with my Milani. What is this called? I don't know what this is called. And this is like their matte lipstick, but it's in the shade 420 Tease. And this is so nice. This is in my Deca Panning Project pan for 5 uses. Ignore my crusty lips. But like, how pretty is that? I love that. I might need to reapply my lip liner a little. So, not my favorite formula. A little too creamy for my liking. This, however, is so nice. Yes, it's a matte lipstick, but it feels very thin, very comfortable. I can see my little flakies on my lips, but that's because I haven't been taking care of them. And I mean, the packaging is cute. It's drugstore packaging, so it feels cheap, but it's cute. It's a really nice formula. I would definitely be into getting more shades of this. And it's a little squeaky, but it does have a little bit of like that vanilla type of scent. Yeah, that's the look. Let me go put on another coat of mascara and I will come back with my finished look. I think it came out so nicely. It's so cute. I love this look. Does the blush match the eyeshadow? No. But that's okay. Whatever. Who cares, right? Who cares? I think the eyeshadow is actually really cute. I like the combination of the shimmers that I did. But again, I wish there were more grungy type of shimmers. I mean, I guess that green that I use on the center of my lid is kind of like grungy, but it's, I don't know. I just wish there were more grungy shimmers in there instead of the bright pops. But that's just me. I mean, you can have a couple bright pops in the palette, but it just needs a couple darker grungy shimmers. Okay, I need to stop saying that because I keep saying that over and over again. I love this look. It's so pretty. I feel so pretty. Again, kind of wish I did use a different blush, but oh well. So this was a little bit of a long one. I'm not sure how long it's going to be in editing, but I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you would like to see more of these because I definitely had fun. I enjoy just playing with what I wanted to use. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, a great night, whatever time it is for you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.